Hi, I'm Joe Lazu. I'm going to talk to you today about corruption. Corruption is taking place in Washington in particular, but all throughout the country. You have the Black Caucus. These are the people that are in Washington in particular. They also have state legislators that call themselves Black Caucus, and even at the city level, mayors and city council members also part of the Black Caucus. The reason we're having a discussion because the corruption that is so great that our party has decided not to bring them into our party. Their members have considered joining us. We turned them down. Even those who are even being recommended by our people, we turned them down because of the level of corruption that's in the caucus. It got from the Democratic Party. They taught them all this corruption, and they even practice it against their own selves. So listen to this. We have a video for you to watch. We've made our decision. We don't want them in our party because of corruption. Now it's your time to decide whether you want to continue to be with those Black Caucus or join the Mahali Party and not bring them into our political party. Watch for yourself. You can even place your comments so we can see exactly what are you feeling about the corruption of the Black Caucus.
Lost a close election in 2020. Now, more than a year later, he has just been declared the winner after a judge said there were illegal votes cast for his opponent. This big political drama is unfolding in the historic town of Eatonville, where authorities have previously uncovered election fraud.
This time, a judge has ruled that a sitting member of the town council was not entitled to the position and must be removed. News 6 investigator Mike DeForest is here. And Mike, there are allegations that Eatonville's former mayor also played a role in this scandal.
Well, Lisa, 4 years ago, former Eatonville Mayor Anthony Grant was convicted of voter fraud in this new court ruling that overturns the results of a 2020 town council election. Grant's name once again resurfaces.
From the very beginning, I said I want to run a clean campaign.
More than 575 days after Marlon Daniels lost the election for an Eatonville town council seat, a judge has ruled that the winning candidate, Taurus Mack, must be removed from the position and replaced by Daniels.
Immediately I say, let's go to work. Let's go to work.
After Eatonville voters went to the polls in March 2020, it appears Daniels had lost by a very, very, very slim margin.
One vote.
That's right. The race was decided by a single vote. Shortly after the election, Daniels says he was approached by a homeless man who had been living at this Eatonville motel. That man, William Sheketoff, testified that the landlord of the motel offered to transport him to the voting station and gave him a sample ballot with Taurus Mack highlighted in yellow, stating, "This is who I would like you to vote for."
I would apologize to my family, my community.
That landlord, according to court papers, was former Eatonville Mayor Anthony Grant, who was convicted of voter fraud in 2017 and sentenced to probation. "I did vote for Taurus Mack, but I would not have voted that day if Grant had not arranged my transport and influenced my vote," said Sheketoff, who was behind on his rent payments and believed if I did as he wanted, I would not be evicted.
I was quite shocked. I was shocked.
Daniels also discovered the Supervisor of Elections office had received a ballot from a man named Bobby Taylor, but Taylor denied voting and denied supporting or voting for Mack in the election.
He did not vote, period, and yet there was a ballot with his name on it downtown.
So attorney Christian Waugh filed a lawsuit seeking to get the election results overturned.
There were both illegal votes as well as fraudulent votes cast in this election.
This week, Circuit Court Judge Kevin Weiss agreed, concluding that Daniels is entitled to election to seat 4 of the Eatonville Town Council, and Mack shall be and hereby is ousted.
I believe we must ensure elections are not being tampered with and democracy is not hindered by individuals with self-gain.
Now, neither Taurus Mack nor his attorney returned our calls and emails seeking comment. However, they have just asked the judge to hold a new trial, saying that they have uncovered evidence suggesting that one man, Bobby Taylor, did vote after all. Meanwhile, former Eatonville Mayor Anthony Grant told me by phone he had no comment. When I asked Grant whether he denied the allegations that he interfered in this election, Grant hung up on me.
So again, we get to witness firsthand how unscrupulous the people who are in the Black Caucus are. They're not really interested in providing service to you. They're not here to help you. They're here to help themselves. And even if it means using fraudulent activities in terms of voting, this is the irony. When they told you themselves, protecting the voting rights of our people like Stacey Abrams and John Lewis, these people, as you can see, this is at the local level, but it's happening at the state level and at the national level. The Black Caucus is the reason that we cannot get things accomplished for our people. Look at them firsthand. Just because they tell you they want to help you, just because they tell you they have the best interests of our people, clearly their behavior and their actions tell us a complete opposite. Mahali Party is what you should be voting for in 2022. Remember, we got to replace them with a party that was established by us, led by us, and the agenda is our people agenda and nothing else. You won't find that in the Democratic Party, and especially within the Black Caucus. Replace them in 2022, that makes our lives better, and we will have a better existence without the Black Caucus.